Namaste and welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Happy Parakram Diwas to each one of you Indians all over the world. You will ask, I'm sure you will not ask, Parakram Divas? I have not heard of it. If you've not heard, kindly listen to this episode of Thursday Thoughts. Parakram Divas from 2021, the government of India has declared the birth anniversary of none other than Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, that is 23rd January, as Parakram Divas. And what a great tribute to the great son of the country, the great son of India, the patriot. And I mean, there are no words to describe his patriotism and how he fought for India's freedom during his lifetime. Yes, we are going to discuss in brief about this great soul of India, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. Contrary to the expectations, contrary to the belief, Subhash Chandra Bose was not born in Bengal. Yeah, he was born in Cuttack, Orissa, yes, Odisha, because his father, Janakinath Bose, a famous lawyer during the British time and working as the British pleader, he shifted from Calcutta or Bengal to Cuttack, which is even today in Odisha, but those days it was under the Bengal province in the year 1880s. And as we all know, Subhash Chandra Bose was born on 23rd of January 1897 to his parents Prabhavati Bose and Janakinath Bose. And you know what? He was the ninth child of his mother and the sixth son. And he had 13 siblings. So that was a huge family and very wealthy one at that. And very well read those days. Anybody who would speak flawless English, write flawless English, they were trying to get into ICS. And no wonder Janaki Nath always wanted his children to become ICS, Indian Civil Service. Those days, very, very coveted post those days. Even today, the IAS is coveted post, is it not? So no wonder those days in the early 90s, all the brothers of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose were trying to read English, go to London or UK to try their luck in the Indian civil services. And like all his brothers, he studied his school in a missionary school in Cuttack. Then he did his higher schooling in the Revenshaw Collegiate School in Cuttack. Then, like his elder five brothers, he followed them to the Presidency College in Calcutta. And unfortunately, during a scuffle between students and a professor who reportedly told something unpalatable against the Indian culture and in Indians, the students agitated and garrowed the professor. And within that group, Subhash Chandra Bose was also seen. That is what was told by one of the witnesses, and because of which he was rusticated from the Presidency College. Yeah, patriotism manifesting itself during his Presidency College tenure itself. Then the wealthy father, the influential father, Janakinath Bose, tried his best to put him back in the University of Calcutta, but he was admitted again this time, but not in the same college, Presidency College. This time he was admitted into the Scottish Church College in Calcutta, and he did his BA with honors And later on, as his other five brothers, as per the wishes of his parents, he even went to London to pursue his career as Indian civil services. But halfway through, when he was sure of getting a seat in the Indian civil services, he was um, touched by his own thinking that the nationalist within him will not accept to be a servant of the Britishers in India. So he wanted to quit trying for ICS when it was just within the reach of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. And he wrote to his favorite brother Sar Chandra Bose, who was telling, no, no, our parents want you to do ICS. Even he wrote to his father and mother, his parents. His mother was the only person who supported Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose sentiments and told, yeah, you come back, beta, you follow Gandhi ji. That is what he precisely did. Well within the reach of ICS, he kicked out the ICS thoughts from his mind and joined the nationalist movement. And as we all know, from the day one, from the first meeting between him and Gandhiji, they had difference of opinions. Their means were different. Their ways of achieving freedom for India was different. So it was just not to be. So they couldn't gel together, if you we have to use today's words. So even in 1939, when Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was elected president on a stretcher against Gandhiji's nominee Pattabhi Sitaramaiah, there was unnecessary chaos, and a lot of people started resigning in the Congress. As a result, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose had to resign from the post of president of Indian National Congress, and he wanted to fight for India in his own ways. He went to, as we all know, he went to Europe, he met Mussolini, he met Nazi leader Adolf Hitler, and all people gave oral support, and probably only that. He felt that probably they are not genuinely interested in the freedom of India. And as we all know, he even went to Japan for Japan's support, but somehow all his efforts to fight for freedom of India did not fructify, and these all efforts were unsuccessful. Ultimately, when he was in Singapore, he formed, as we all know, the Azad Hind Fauj, and there he started the Nara, the slogan of Jai Hind for Indian National Army, INA, and he told on a speech, very provocative, very evocative, and very patriotic speech in Burma on 4th July 1944. His famous words were, "Give me blood, I will give you freedom." And on the 6th of July 1944, for the first time, when he, on his Hindu um, radio, Azad Hind radio, he addressed Gandhiji as the father of nation. He was the first to call Gandhiji the father of nation. But it was not to be, as we all know. The Axis lost the World War II in 1945. Almost the war was about to end when um, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose in Taipei, those days it was called um, Formosa, Taiwan rather. And when his plane was about to take off, there was an accident and he died on 18th of August 1945. And I mean, had history been kind to him, we would have probably definitely have a different India altogether. India which is not bowing down to anyone. India, which is not as slow as it turned out to be on the later after getting independence. People say we have got independence without shedding a drop of blood. Then what are these INA soldiers did? Like that, I would like to tell that each one of us is a Parakram. If you have willingness to work for the country in wherever you are all over the world, if you have attitude to do well for yourself, do well for the Indians, and keep the Indian name aloft, the Indian flag aloft, you are serving the country and you are a Parakram. So, this Divas is dedicated to each one of you, each effort of yours who are working tirelessly and working for their families and the happiness and prosperity of the families. In turn, it is the prosperity of India. So, rest assured, each one of us are as much patriotic as those who have got names in the history books. Our names may not be there in the history books, but we, if we want to see India a developed nation, as Modi ji puts it, Vikshit Bharat, if you are contributing any way to the concept of Viksit Bharat, you are a true patriot. So happy Parakram Divas to each one of you. May God bless each one of us with prosperity, trying to make India a developed nation. Much before 2047, why wait till 2047? That's my wish, that is my prayer to God, and prayer to God to make this happen as early as possible. God bless. Take care. Bye bye.